What do you think she's up to?
It all looks very mysterious to me.
We'd better get a closer look at this. She may be trying to trick us. Come on. Well, I'm still not sure how you do it, but I must say I am impressed. However, it was easier when you used a grid.
Would you like me to do it again using the grid?
No. That's quite enough. No need to show off.
I wasn't showing off.
Well, Your Honor, I think that just about concludes the case. My client has demonstrated her ability to measure area beyond reasonable doubt. And so...
Not so fast, Mr. Walrus. There is one more final test.
And what is that?
Barbara, find the area of the Arealand Park.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here in Arealand. I was trying to finish some sketches for costumes for the animal characters in the school play, when this little rabbit suddenly appeared on my windowsill and ran off with my watch. Anyway, now I'm here. Well, this sure is a big park. It would probably take hundreds of these square meters to cover this park. And it would probably take all day, maybe even all week. And this grid, it's only for smaller areas. Square decimeters and square centimeters.
What's that? Unhappy with your old grid? Looking for something new and just a little different?
Forget it, Weasel. I'd need a grid big enough to cover this whole park, and that's impossible.
Well, almost impossible. I'll look around and see what I can come up with.
Don't bother. There has to be a better way, and I think the rabbit knows what it is.
Oh, the rabbit? What does he know? Carrots. That's what he knows, not area.
That's one weird weasel. Anyway, I'm sure there's a formula. Oh, if I could just remember what the rabbit said.
Well, how about that? We have a new winner! And now, Barbara, maybe you'd like to let us and the viewers at home in on your secret.
All I did was multiply
What did you multiply?
the number of rows by the number of columns.
You mean length by width?
No, rows by columns.
How very strange.
Length by width. That's what the rabbit said. But what did he mean?
Did I say something?
Boy, am I glad to see you, Rabbit. I've got a problem.
What kind of problem?
A problem. How do I measure the area of this park?
That's easy, in square meters.
Yes, but how?
Oh, you mean the formula.
Then there is one?
Of course. Follow me.
Where are we going?
To visit Professor Swan. She's in charge of all the formulas.
Sorry to bother you, Professor, but...
Hello, Rabbit. What can I do for you?
Well, this young friend of mine here, Barbara, wants to know the formula for area, if that's possible.
Of course it's possible. Just a moment. There it is. A equals L times W. It's a very useful formula.
I'm sure it is, Professor. But what does it mean?
Well, you know what A is. It's what you're trying to find.
That must be area. But when I want to find area, I just multiply the number of rows by the number of columns. What's L times W? L times W, length times width.
That's all there is to it.
Professor, now I know what the formula is, but but I don't know how to use it.
My goodness, we'll have to do something about that. There's a rectangle divided into square decimeters. What is the length of that rectangle?
The length? 3 decimeters.
And the width of the rectangle?
The width? 2 decimeters.
Now tell us the area. Be sure and use the formula.
3 decimeters times 2 decimeters. 6 decimeters.
6 decimeters?
Squared.
6 decimeters squared?
I think so.
That's 6 decimeters squared. 6 decimeters by 6 decimeters.
36 square decimeters? That's not what I meant at all. I want 6 square decimeters. That's it. Oh, I'd better not make that mistake again. Professor, may I see the formula once more, please?
Of course.
Well, thank you, Professor. We better go, Barbara. It's getting late, and you have the whole park to measure.
Whatever you say, Rabbit. Thank you, Professor. Professor?
Here, we'll use this tape measure.
It's a little big, isn't it?
It's a big park. Now, we'll measure the length first, all along one side of the park, and then we'll measure the width. Here, you write down the measurements. I think I feel a song coming on.
You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply, multiply, multiply. You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply, multiply, and multiply. You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply.
What?
Multiply. You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply, multiply. Multiply. What?
Multiply.
Well, Barbara, what do we have?
We know the length. We know the
Cut
width.
that out.
Length of one side of the park, about 200 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Width of the park, about 150 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So we multiply, multiply. That's 30,000 square meters.
30,000 square meters, or 3 hectares.
3 hectares? What's a hectare?
You mean you don't know?
Rabbit! What's a hectare? Rabbit!
Do you mind not standing on me?
What?
You're standing on me.
What do you mean I'm standing on you? Is that better? Who are you anyway?
I'm a hectare. I'm an area. And you're still standing on me.
So you're a hectare. How do you spell that?
H-E-C-T-A-R-E. Hectare.
Just exactly what are you?
I'm an area. 100 meters by 100 meters. Or 10,000 square meters.
And there are 3 of you in the Area Land Park. We measured.
That is correct. If you were up in a balloon looking down, you could see what I look like. I cover a lot of territory.
You must be one of the biggest areas there is.
Well, I have to confess, there is something bigger than a hectare. Not necessarily better, just bigger. A square kilometer.
A square kilometer? Whoa!
You know what a kilometer is, so isn't it obvious who I am?
A square kilometer?
That is correct.
And just exactly how big are you?
I'm an area. 1,000 meters by 1,000 meters. 1 million square meters.
What did you say?
1 million. See that one little flashing square? That's a hectare. All those squares, 100 hectares, they're all contained in me.
So that's a square kilometer.
I'm not sure I like the way you say that. I'm not necessarily a square just because I'm a square kilometer.
I didn't mean that kind of square.
In fact, I can change my shape, but not my size. Anytime. Watch this. As long as I have 100 hectares, I'm a square kilometer, no matter what shape I'm in.
That's really amazing how you can change your shape and still stay the same size. It sure is getting windy up here.
Then, why don't you come down?
Barbara, wake up. Come on, Barbara. Wake up. Barbara, wake up.
I must have dozed off. What time is it?
It's after 11 o'clock. Where is your watch? Oh, there it is.
The rabbit must have put it back.
The rabbit?
Oh, you wouldn't understand.
You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply, multiply, multiply. You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply, multiply, and multiply. You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply.
What?
Multiply. You find the length, you find the width. You need the length, you need the width. You take the length, you take the width, and then you multiply. 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 What?
Multiply!